Hi everyone, my name is Alexander and this is my third video on my channel, and I kind of forgot about introducing myself, why I'm creating these videos and what is gonna be the future in this channel. So I'm Brazilian, I'm living in Netherlands for 7 years right now. What brought me outside of Brazil, even though it's like an amazing country, I have all my family and friends there, it was a kind of the stress environment that I had back in the days in my work. And well, as you know, or you're gonna know right now, that I crossed through Timberland, I worked in a Nike store, I worked in Calvin Klein jeans, I work in Reserva, so I was really big brands in Brazil, but I noticed all of them, especially in Brazil, they have a really stressful environment. You needed to really bring all your energy to that work and kind of forget about yourself, assume that you're inside of the store. Along of the years, this can be something that leads for a burnout or a super stressful moment in your life, and that was the reason that I decided to come to Netherlands. In Netherlands, so I started working with different type of jobs, but for me it's okay. I never felt like I'm not worth it or something like this, but it was a really hard start for me. And I know you guys is gonna also understand what I'm talking about, because when you leave your own country with just like a 25 kilograms luggage and then come to unknown space, you're gonna need to start it again from the bottom. So I was a cleaner, I worked as a Uber Eats, I worked during the night. I was a bartender in a nightclub, in hotel, until the moment that I decided, okay, this needs to end right now. And then I did interview in Uniqlo, a big brand, Japanese, super nice, huge store in Amsterdam, and I felt something. Okay, I can bring it again, all the knowledge, all the skills that I have used in Brazil to Netherlands. My English was a bit more professional wise. And working there for 2 weeks, and well, it's a big store, and we received like 1,000 of boxes only in a unique day. And it was like something for me. Okay, even though it was 1,000 of boxes, the team worked really well, like splitting men's collection, what was going to the first floor, second floor to ground floor, everything was working well. Of course, it's like it was just 2 weeks, but I felt how impressive the mechanism and the structure that they use to make that store works. And I believe it came from from Japan, because they also gave it to us like a training explaining everything. You had like a book, like a small book that you could really check if something was missing or if you lose any step during your day. But I said, okay, I need to step up, because I feel here I cannot become like something that I really want to be. And then Moncler, it came in my life. I saw the position open in LinkedIn, and I'm so grateful for this tool nowadays, because everything that you want about business, about trying to get really professional people close to you, this too is impressive. And then everything went smooth. I got the position to open the store in the Bijenkorf, one of the biggest mall in Amsterdam. They have a Gucci, Prada, they have a Louis Vuitton, of course, they have a Hermes, Cartier. So it's a big mall with a really high luxurious brands that I was stepping into it. In the beginning, that you start working, you want to do extra stuff, you want to grow, you want to learn. Everything went well, but again, not a stressful moment. But of course, you have a new colleague, 100 or 200, sometimes 300 people working in the same environment. So it can be a bit tricky to deal with all that energy. And these things start affecting me quite much, let's say. Luckily, I got the opportunity to work in the street in Amsterdam. It calls BC-Hoefstraat. And this street also super luxury brands, but they have their own environment. So the opportunity came to me and I said, why not? Maybe I will try to find out different ways to manage the stress, because we always have a bit of we need to beat the target, we need to follow the KPIs, the store want to bring, which is clients, we need to deal with clients and everything. And I accepted the offer to come to the store and help them also with something that I could do from my knowledge. So I decided to step into this opportunity and then give my best and bring to them some of my knowledge and try to help the team. And so far so good. First month, it was October last year. We had a great time in the Christmas times, which is the best for us. But I felt that after this peak season, things was going a bit more strange, let's say. And the reason that I'm bringing this story to you guys is because I felt that the same kind of environment that was happening in Brazil, it was in the beginning of the same kind of environment in Brazil, a bit more stressful, start happening again. And so it means that the pattern is happening in the same way. And this triggers me also because I had quite a few, it was a long days having migraines. It wasn't separately. I felt that every day in the morning was something really in my head. And I decided to try to understand what I could learn in this environment and maybe help people around me. And I decide from this point create something that maybe could give us a bit more calm and focus at the moment that we are in the work environment. So it means that how could we manage the environment around us without being that much stressed? So that's the point that I'm right now, and from here I'm investigating about my headaches, why it happened. If it was just stress or it was environment as well, it was the food, it was like a lack of exercises. And I want to build something together with you guys to really try to manage in the best way the life that we have and all the environment, not only work-wise, but also our lifestyle and so on. So stay tuned if you really like and you felt that this is something for you, we're gonna keep posting. And if you have also something that you could share with me, please send it in the comments. We're gonna have a conversation, and every feedback, every insight that you have is gonna be useful for build something for the next couple of years that it's gonna help you and more people around the world. Okay? Take care.